Now the flag's up and they're off.
From a standing start, Captain Guinness and the nose-banded Liberty Hunter are a couple of the slowest to get away. Calixios in the red, white and blue, and Energyman are the leading pair over the first fence, which they've all handled neatly enough, with Jonbon at this stage, the white cap for Nicole de Boinville, settled in about 5th or 6th position upside Solness in the green and white, and they're already over the second, where Liberty Hunter in last place wasn't particularly high and is cast adrift early on, and now they just settle themselves down on the long run to the third. Calixios and Energyman in the blue and white being tracked through by Founder 50, the red cap, and Solness out wide, and then Marine Nationale and a yellow jacket down on the inner track there by Captain Guinness, the striped cap for Rachel Blackmore. Jonbon in midfield under Nico de Boinville, and Liberty Hunter is last of all, and they're bearing down on the fourth. Calixios had a narrow lead over it. So the first four fences fairly swiftly behind them. They turn to meet rising ground in the Bet MGM Queen Mother Champion Chase. Calixios with Solness now bustled up to get a handy position on the outer and come to press for the lead as they draw to the fifth. Energyman poised on the inside in third place, the royal blue and white, just ahead of Jonbon, and followed in turn by Founder 50, and then Marine Nationale, Captain Guinness and Liberty Hunter last of the field as they begin the downhill run on the approach to the sixth. So plain fence coming up before the water, and Solness has now got to the front under JJ7, with Energyman keen on the descent and jumping up size. Calixios relegated to third. Marine Nationale, the yellow jacket, racing on the near side. Jonbon is out wide, and Founder 50, the red cap, up between that pair. Couple lengths away to last year's winner Captain Guinness, the beige jacket, and Liberty Hunter last still as they cross the water and now move on towards the first of the open ditches, and Energyman has gone into a narrow lead. To Solness, big lead from Energyman, stood off it, wasn't much margin for error, but he was quick from one side to the other. Solness rejoined in second by Calixios, the red, white and blue, and then Jonbon circling the field, asked up there, but he put down on it, hit it hard, and he almost pitched Nico de Boinville out the saddle. A jolting blunder from Jonbon. It's knocked him back into last place there as they race across the top of the track and head towards the open ditch, four out. Energyman from Calixios, Marine Nationale, Founder 50 and Solness out wide, relegated to fifth, and then Captain Guinness to the nose-banded Liberty Hunter, and after that bad blunder, Jonbon is last of all, and just being given time by Nico to try and regain his composure as they come freewheeling on down the hill to make the long run towards the third last. So Jonbon last and detached as Energyman, the royal blue, has a narrow lead on the descent. Solness out wide going back up through the field. Then Calixios, the red, white and blue, to Founder 50. Marine Nationale in a yellow jacket has come there tanking along. Captain Guinness is right down on the inside. Liberty Hunter and the noseband is in touch. Three out. Calixios perhaps into a narrow lead, and Liberty Hunter is a faller, falling into the path of Jonbon, who remains last of all, and they're about to swing for home. Two fences left to jump in the Bet MGM Queen Mother Champion Chase. Marine Nationale has come there very powerfully. Energyman has stopped swiftly, has backed right out of it. Calixios is fighting on. Founder 50 back in third, and then Captain Guinness, but it's Marine Nationale on the inside of Calixios. They turn to face the second last, inseparable. Marine Nationale jumping into a narrow lead. Calixios is fighting on under pressure. They're clear of Captain Guinness, who's moved into third. The final fence, Marine Nationale, and Calixios has tumbled out. Marine Nationale is left clear. Captain Guinness is back in third. Jonbon is plugging on, but it's Marine Nationale with a commanding advantage, running on powerfully. This could have been written in the heavens. Marine Nationale for an emotional win in the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Jonbon run on to be second, Captain Guinness in third, and Solness in fourth.
And imbued with the spirit of Michael O'Sullivan, Marine Nationale wins at Cheltenham and enjoys his finest hour in the Queen Mother Champion Chase. A dramatic Queen Mother Champion Chase. Well, you wouldn't have expected anything else this week, would you? It's Barry Connell, and it is Sean Flanagan, and it is Marine Nationale by a wide margin. It was 5 fences from home that Jonbon's Queen Mother Champion Chase effectively ended as regards his winning chance, but he valiantly fought on to grab minor honours. Calixios down at the last when running the race of his life. Marine Nationale has come home in front, and Barry Connell has another festival winner. Sean Flanagan looks to the skies. We know what he's thinking. We know what this man is thinking. for now, pure, unfettered elation. And with a thought for the young man who did so much on this horse to make him the horse he is today. Marine Nationale wins the Queen Mother Champion Chase, a race that is never short of drama, and this year has been no exception. Barry Connell is with Tom Stanley.
Well, Barry Connell is with me watching that, and 2 years ago we were stood here on the first day and you were jubilant, and I could see just how much that meant to you. He's back at the scene of his greatest success, and he's back on song.
Look, last time I came I was raving about this horse, saying he had incredible talent, and I got away with it once and I wasn't going to do it again. I'm going
to pull you towards me as we let horses come this way. Come this way, Barry. Yeah. Keep going.
So look, the horse was still a novice. We'd only 2 runs last year. We missed all our novice season, so we were having to run against hardened horses who'd had a full novice campaign, and we decided we'd take it slow. We started him in Ace in grade 3, nice run, then good run in Leopardstown, good run to TRF, and he's coming forward. I said he was coming forward 14 pounds every time he ran. And if you look at his hurl campaign, he had 3 runs over hurls, won a modest maiden hurl in Punchestown in October, then improved a stone to the Royal Bond and improved a stone again to come here and win the Supreme. So look, I'd like to say it's very poignant, it's very raw, the whole thing with Michael over the last 3 or 4 weeks has been absolutely horrible. And like, my thoughts and prayers are with the family. His friends, Charlotte, his girlfriend, is here. She was with us saddling up the horse. And everybody in racing, you know, it's a great community and everybody's come together for Michael. And I think this is hopefully a fitting tribute to him.
And that's wonderful to hear, just how much him, his name, his memory is still such a part of this horse's journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said before, our career paths intersected. He started a £7 claimer with us and ended up winning 3 grade 1s and being champion conditional. And I only did licence 2 years, and we went on an unbelievable journey. I mean, this is a magical creature, and he landed in our yard. We've only 16, 17 riding out at any one point in time. So, like, to get one like him, and then yesterday to get another one, like, I mean, it's, you pinch yourself.
Yeah.
And look, we're only guardians of these horses, and we just try and, our only edge being a small operation is try and give him as much time as we can. Like the horse yesterday, we bought him at the stores as a 3-year-old, and he didn't run till he was 6.
With him money.
Yeah. And we just give them all the time and let them come to themselves.
He's still at the top end. I won't let you miss it. Have you had to be really patient? Has it hard to be patient when you're a yard your size, when you've got a horse with the star quality like this? Is it hard sometimes to feel your way race?
No, absolutely not. I mean, that's our edge, because most of these are my own horses. We have a few outside owners, but the thing we can do is if we feel a horse needs to strengthen up as a 5-year-old until he gets to 5 or 6, we can give him that time. And it doesn't matter to me if they have a career between 6 and 10. Do you know, a lot of horses start at 4 and they're out of business by the time they're 5.5, you know. So he's only 8. He can come back here for another 2 years. Like 9 and 10-year-olds have a good record in it. So I'd like to think we'd be back with him and the other guy for the Arkle next year.
And a big moment for his rider, Sean
Super.
Flanagan.
Sean had ridden the Boodles before, winner of the Boodles before, and he ridden loads of winners for us over the last few years, and we were very lucky to get him. He was riding second jockey to Gavin Cromwell, so he's one of the top riders. He's excellent. Any time I leg him up, I never worry. I know if the horse is going to get beaten, it won't be Sean's fault. You know what I mean? So, you know, like, we're thrilled. I'm thrilled for Sean and all the staff. I mean, Garrett and Roger at home ride all the work on him, and Tom is at home and does all the legs. And look, it's brilliant. We're a tiny little operation. We've only 10, 11 employees, and this is. I've been in racing all my life since I was 2, and I've owned horses, ridden horses, trained horses, and this is the peak.
It's great to have him back in the Cheltenham Winners' Expo.
Huge moment for Barry Connell and for Sean Flanagan. Jeff Kidder, the name of his previous winner at the Cheltenham Festival in the Fred Winter, and of course this horse did it for Barry and Michael O'Sullivan in the Supreme Novices Hurdle 2 years ago. Wonderful moment for all concerned with Marine Nationale, but again, Jonbon tastes defeat at Cheltenham, and this, midway down the back, 5 from home, Nico de Boinville says, yes, now please, and Jonbon says, I can't quite manage that. And that is effectively, in a race of this nature, a race-ending mistake. He's just nursed him back into it, but lightning doesn't strike twice, and the Django Bay heroics yesterday were always unlikely to be repeated here. Still, he managed to get him into second.
Yeah, well, it's so many emotions, Nick. Like Michael O'Sullivan is very much to the forefront in our minds. He's synonymous with this horse. He rode him yesterday 2 years ago to win the Supreme Novices Hurdle, and you can see what it meant to Barry Connell. He said his words about Michael were very marked, and it's a poignant time, but at the same time it's a time for celebration, because Barry Connell has been so patient with this horse. He's campaigned him to continue to improve. This is only his 6th run over fences, and Sean Flanagan just gave him a really patient ride in behind, got him into his rhythm, challenged him the inside of Calixios down to the second last fence, and I think he was probably just getting the better of the argument. Calixios didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve to come down at the last. He'd have finished a good second at worst. But Marine Nationale, you can see the way he comes up the hill. He came up the hill 2 years ago under Michael O'Sullivan, comes up the hill today under Sean Flanagan, bounds away from his rivals, and he's a talented horse. The rain that came might have blunted his speed, but not a bit of it. He's run a really emphatic winner in the end.
Incredibly gallant for Jonbon to run on the second. Captain Guinness has finished in third. He never really threatened, but last year's winner has run his best race of this season. Energiman, a bit of disappointment, but this is the horse on the up. Marine Nationale, he's gradually found his feet over the larger obstacles. It's taken him a little while, but here he is, and he's walking into the Cheltenham Winners' Enclosure, victorious in the BetMGM Queen Mother Champion Chase in the hands of Sean Flanagan for Barry Connell.
Wow, what an emotional moment at Cheltenham for all of them, everyone, and they've put their heart and soul into this horse. But for Marine Nationale to be able to do what he's been able to do today in those colours in the hands of Sean Flanagan, quite remarkable and very, very special indeed. Just wow, 5-1. Jonbon 5-6, incredible. He's finished second, the odds-on favourite after that mistake, 5 out. And Captain Guinness, he's going to be placed, and 25-1 back in third place.